Hello, Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. My name is Muhammad Fakhrul Razi bin Azian. I'll be presenting my term paper titled My Philosophy of Music Education. In the beginning of my term paper, I explain briefly about the way I conduct my class, the materials that I prepared for my class, the way I handle students with different background and also different capabilities, and then I also explain that how do I help the students to meet the expectation of the lesson. So that is my introduction for the term paper. So in the next part of the term paper, I explain about my best learning experience as a student, where I briefly explain my background as a music student, and then the struggles that I went through, and then which class or which subject that I think is the best that I ever experienced during my degree or bachelor's or diploma years. And then for the next part, I explain about the best teaching experience I had as a teacher. So in this paper, I gave a scenario which is related to my learning experience, which I have stated before. So and there I explain the similarities between those two experience and how it is related between each other. And then in the next part, I explained about my aim of the class. So in that part, I explained that what I am aim to achieve in my students with my style of teaching is for students to be able to understand the content of a particular repertoire which is required by the composer, and to be able to interpret the repertoire well. So that is one of my goals that I stated in this paper. And then it goes on to how do I strategize my classroom, and then also why is it important for me to use these strategies in my lesson. That also has been included in my term paper. So to support my beliefs, I have 6 reference that I use to support all of my statements or my beliefs. So the reference that I took from was Blanchard, which is from the book of Making Music and Enriching Lives, a guide for all music teachers. Bauman and Frege, King, which is an analysis and comparison of the brass method by James Stam, David J. Elliott, Rogalski, and then also Bernard Raymer. So these are the reference that I use for my term paper. So I hope it can support my statement. And then also in the last part of my paper, I concluded that for my philosophy of music education, while learning, I believe students gain far more from the process than they do from the product. One of the defining characteristics of music is that it demands to be heard, and as a result, music educators frequently teach toward performances, which many believe to the end result. So that is part of my conclusion of my paper. So yep, I guess that concludes my summary of my term paper. I hope you guys get the idea what I'm trying to present in my term paper. Right, thank you.